All right, guys, how you doing? This is Kinesiology 231, and this is a brief overview of the lab assignment found in Module 2. So let's go ahead and open up Module 2 here, and we take a look at assignments, walk you right on through that. And what I have here is a couple of different components that I want to go over just so you guys have a fighting chance with this. Anthropometrics, that one's pretty darn easy to figure out, but with the body composition, you're going to have a couple things that you're going to have to do together for this. One of which is you'll end up using in body composition in this folder, you'll have a whole bunch of information regarding body composition assessment, videos, how to use skin fold calipers, what sites you'll use, etc. Now, some of these will be embedded into the homework, so you'll see them. And you'll reference these for when you guys actually do skin fold measurements of your own. And you'll probably have to go out, I'm presuming, and purchase one of these for about 20 bucks to be able to do that. You know, this is a lab-based course, and since I've received some pushback that nobody wants to come in, that to fulfill the requirements of this course, we're going to have to do some hands-on skills, and you're going to have to record those, and I'll have to evaluate those. That'll happen after spring break. So just be advised, that's where you can find the link to Amazon for the skin fold calipers. All right, so I'm going to go back to our assignments up here. Now, what I have is the lab itself, and then with that, I have a one-pager as well as a spreadsheet to kind of help you with the process. So if we take a look at this one-pager, you'll use this to help you with your calculations. You won't necessarily submit this, but you'll use it. So here's the link to the video. And with this, there's an overview of the trainer and what he's doing with his 27-year-old client. He takes skin fold measurements, right? And with that, you'll notice how many skin fold measurements you have and how many skin fold measurements he takes. You'll note how many, or the amount in millimeters for each one, and then the sum. That's what that sigma means right there. That's sum. So you're looking at the sum of the skin fold. So now if we take that down here and we go into body density, which is really the first step in this process, where you calculate body density, and body density is then put into a body fat formula. You have for males, because as you'll see in the video, it is a male subject. He uses a 7-site formula, and these are the sites that he used, which should help you somewhere else in the series of his homework assignment, I'm certain. But you have this formula. So you have formula minus blah, 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 the sum, sigma, the sum of the skin folds that you have from up here, plus this times sum squared, etc., times the age. And so if you kind of visually think of this, and I laid this out for you, where you can just plug in what the sum is, and then what the age is, you can do the calculations to help you figure that out. From there, that flows through to where you go, percent body fat is equal to, and there's two different formulas that are usually referenced. We're using this one, 457 divided by body density, dB, minus 414. And that gives you your body fatness. So to that end, when you do this, you're going to derive one number from here, from your calculations, and then you're going to go ahead and put that other number down here. And when it comes down to it, I thought I'd give you guys a fair fight on this. And I'd go ahead and give you an Excel spreadsheet to kind of work through it, right? So when you look at this spreadsheet, you have on the layout, you'll have the top line will be his age, right? That fills in the sum of the skin folds that were taken. That'll give you a sum here. Here's your formula. And then from there, you know, you'll type in all the information and it'll give you a body density number. And then it'll give you a body fatness number. And you can use those to your advantage. If you want to go ahead and program your own out in Excel, please feel free. You know, for example, body density, this is the formula. I just wrote it out. Equals, boom, that. B13 is my sum, and then B13 is my sum again, and then we have, that's a caret sign, or sometimes referred to as a hat, for B13 squared, and then B1 is the age. So, you know, when you type in that information, if we'd use my information, I'm 53 years young, 53, and we get into site 10 millimeters, 15, 8, 7, 12, and how about we go suprailiac, we'll go at a 9, and for the thigh, we'll go 10. So with that, my sum is 71. So 71 automatically populates into this formula. So you got the sigma, or the sum of the 7 skin folds, sum squared, et cetera, times my age here, gives me a body density of 1.0686. And then if we use the Bodyfat equation provided, that gives me a body composition of 13.46. Don't I wish? I usually read out, though I work out all the time, et cetera, I usually read out much higher than that. I'm in the higher teens, always, historically. So to that end, guys, you know, you have a cheat here that you can use. You can use that spreadsheet to help you answer the questions in the virtual lab itself, which is up here. Let me get up here, get myself out of the way. And you'll have to use those calculations from the video you'll watch, and I'll give you a little hint on that. The measurements he takes are on the second half of the video. So if you don't want to watch all the boring stuff in the beginning, you're more than welcome to just start halfway through. But things like how many skin folds were used, what was the chest, you know, what was the sum for all the sites, what was the calculated amount for body density, that's the number that I had in a spreadsheet. You can either do that manually or spreadsheet. Body fat percentage from that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So these will be ones you derive from the video, not the ones I just did. Got it? A couple more questions, and you get down here. So this becomes the point I really want to make. In our book, and when you look at our book, you have different formulas for different populations and also different skin fold sites. This in particular is for a 3-site body density. And so if instead of a 7-site, we do a 3-site, first of all, what are the 3? You gotta let me know what 3 are gonna be used. You can find that in the book. And then if you take those 3 corresponding numbers, you'll come up with the sum of the 3 skin fold sites. And then from there, you can just plug and chug right into the equation. You'll notice it's a different equation than what we were using before, but it's still the sum of the skin fold squared times some other number that's provided, a constant that's provided. And same thing, you'll plug in that person's age, it's 27 years old, and then you just chug that right into 457 divided by body density, which is this number right up here, minus 412.2, and that'll give you a body density number and a body fat number. So one of these is the correct answer. Got it, guys? There's a little bit of math that's going to go into this one, and hopefully you like this as an assignment. Thanks, guys.